The Saudi boy recognized Dilraba at a glance. Chinese cultural influence shines in Saudi Arabia. In this hot Saudi Arabia, people are always looking for ways to beat the heat with exhaustion and desire. And this well-known restaurant has become a piece of pure land in their hearts, a quiet and comfortable summer resort. One afternoon, the sun shines through the windows onto the restaurant floor, seeming to melt the entire space. At this time, a young waiter, Abdul, was pouring tea for customers. Wearing work clothes, he has a sharp face and sharp eyes. Just as he was pouring tea attentively, a sudden sound broke the quiet afternoon. "Oh my God, it's Dilireba." The voice was as sweet as honey, yet full of wonder and envy. Abdul immediately looked in the direction of the source of the sound and saw an intoxicating beauty walking towards his seat. Her steps are light, her black hair is shoal, and her slender figure exudes unique charm under the soft light. She is Dilireba. Abdul was shocked that he had met the actress he had always admired in such a remote place. For the first time in his life, he felt the charm of the person in front of him, as if bound by a strange power. His eyes brightened instantly, as if time had stopped at this moment. Dilireba sat in the corner of the restaurant without knowing it. Her look was enhanced by subtle makeup. However, she may not know that in this strange place, there is someone watching her silently from a distance. Frequent table slams and sighs woke Abdul up from that dreamy moment. With a guilty feeling, he once again concentrated on pouring tea for the customers. He has always dreamed of becoming an independent person and having his own career, but this dream seems to be getting further and further away. This time, however, Abdul felt an urge to be different. This impulse was the spark to pursue his dream, rising deep within him. Perhaps, through this encounter, he can seize his own opportunity. In his mind, he formed a plan to make his dream a reality. In the following months, Abdul continued to think and practice, and he began to develop his social skills and knowledge reserves. After get off work every day, he would read one book after another about the entertainment industry to expand his horizons and knowledge. At the same time, he also learned to be confident. He understands that if he wants to become a peer like Dilireba, he must have enough self-confidence. He began to participate in various speech and performance competitions, constantly honing his acting and eloquence skills. Finally, when Abdul felt he was ready to chase his dream, he decided to take a unique approach. He made his story into a short film, and through his own efforts, this work reached the hands of Dilireba. As time passed, Abdul began to ponder the wisdom of this decision. He was worried that Dilraba would not see the short film, or even if she did, she would not be interested in his performance. But he couldn't give up easily, because in this long process, he had learned to persevere. However, his worries seemed to be unnecessary. One night, he got a response from Dilireba. In her reply, she was full of praise and encouragement for Abdul. She said she saw Abdul's talent and passion and thought he had the potential to be a great actor. This sudden good news seemed to bring a breath of fresh air to Abdul. He finally realized that the hardships of persisting in his dream were not in vain, and his efforts had not been let down. He found himself at a new starting point and had the motivation to move forward. Dilraba became a symbol of Abdul's efforts. He is no longer just a restaurant boy, but a dream chaser with determination and belief. He knew that the previous difficulties were just tests that life had given him, and he was ready to accept the challenge. As time goes by, Abdul's name is no longer just the boy in the restaurant, but the big characters on the billboard. He has never forgotten his past self, nor the encounter that made his dream come true. In the stories of Dilraba and Abdul, we see the courage and persistence to pursue their dreams. They tell us with their actions that as long as we dare to pursue, it is possible to change our lives. With their efforts, they ignited the light of hope for many people. Perhaps, when we face difficulties and challenges, we can recall their stories. Their encounter and efforts remind us not to give up on our dreams no matter how difficult the moment is. Because only by persisting can we move towards a better future.